Hey, it's December 16th, 2021, and in this video I wanted to talk about charity, um, and what charities I personally would support were I to be a wealthy person in a free society. So, in my book, Human Discourse, and I'll post a link so you can go to where you can purchase that book, I basically propose a new system where our societal causes are addressed using voluntary contributions rather than taxing people. So, in a free society, we will need security from theft, from enslavement. And so, in my book, I propose that a charity be started to provide security for the society. So, in my book, I outline basically a list of mandates that this security force would have. And this is all just proposed. I mean, I say in the book, I'm just one guy. There's probably a lot of stuff I'm not thinking about. This is just to get the ball rolling. But the idea of a security force makes sense to me, a voluntarily, charitably funded force to keep the society safe. So that would certainly be one cause that I would find compelling, because it's important to have security in society for people's safety and also for smooth economic markets to function and for voluntary transactions to take place, and it's just a good thing to have. So that would be one charity that I would be inclined to contribute to some degree. And the degree I would contribute would depend on what the various needs of society were at that time, what I felt like the most pressing, what the greatest need was. So if I felt like the security force is already well funded and there are other causes that are less well funded, I might give less to that and more to some other charities. So I'm not going to say in what proportion I would give, because it would really just depend on the circumstances of that moment in time and where I felt like the greatest needs were. But another need that would be important to me would be reforestation, planting trees to restore, create some new habitats for animals to help battle climate change, and to create a more beautiful planet. I think that's a cause that I already donate to that cause in our current society, but in a free society I would continue to be compelled to donate to that cause. And I think the sky's the limit with that. I mean, there's a long way to go to get that to a satisfactory state. So I believe that'll continue to be a worthy cause for some time to come, even once we get freedom. Another cause, so in my book I discuss that someone might decide that a universal income would be a good charity. But to me, I don't think I would contribute to a universal income charity. For me, I would be more inclined to contribute to a charity that sends money to people over a certain age, and possibly to people who are disabled, who are of a working age. Because these are going to be the people in society who are going to have the most need for some kind of supplemental income, because they're not going to have the physical bodies to work at the capacity that someone at a younger age would be able to work. So to me, the more compassionate charity would be one that has an age over this age and disabled. That would be a charity that I would personally be compelled to contribute towards. Another charity, those were my big three. I'm thinking if there's other stuff. I think orphanages, I think foster homes, care, paying either people who are fostering children, people who are adopting children to help with those expenses of raising the children, or orphanages that are run by people who, care for kids. Because I'm suggesting in my book that children essentially be free to leave abusive parents to find safer homes. And I would want them to have safer homes to be able to go to. So, for me, that would be a big one. Beyond that, I think those would be, for me, my big ones, man. I mean, I could try to come up with some others, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's major that I would really feel like. There's a lot of stuff you could contribute to. You could contribute to disease research. You could contribute to charitably run hospitals, places that are going to administer medical care to people. For me, that's not something that I'm as compelled towards. Over time, I mean, depending how prosperous I was, how much money I had to contribute, I mean, there's a lot you can give. I've got ideas for entertainment destinations that could be constructed in a free society. And let's say I got a couple of these off the ground. Well, maybe they offer a certain amount of entertainment for free, right? Like, as a just kindness to society, because we're good. We got enough money, So, I believe in compassion. I believe that humans, absent a government, absent all this strife over political power, will find compassion within their hearts for one another. People, when disaster strikes, that's when you see the humanity come out, man. That's when you see people come together. And I believe in humans, man. I believe in humanity rather than just a very small group of humanity that we're asking to deal with our societal issues. I think different issues sing to different people, different causes sing to different people. And the causes that sing to me may not be the causes that sing to you. Through each individual keeping all their own income and not being restricted in the economic opportunities they can pursue by government laws and regulations, people can be empowered to address those causes that sing to them personally. So, I like charity. I wanted to do a video about it. I wanted to pitch my book a little bit. I'm feeling good about my book, man. I've sold, I think I've got 5 people have bought it on Amazon, and I've got a handful of others that I've sent out to distribute. I've got a big box of them that just arrived, that I got a couple other sales that are pending. Well, I got a couple that I've agreed to give away to certain people locally. I got one person who's going to buy it, one person who wanted to buy it, but he had done me some favors before and hadn't charged me, so, or he had sold, actually what it was, he had sold me some silver at like spot price. He hadn't charged me a premium, which was really nice. So I'm like, well, I'm going to give you a fucking book, man. Like, don't worry about it. But he wanted to pay for it, and we'll just see, a couple of people at the improv class seemed to express an interest. I had a chance to pitch it to the class last night. The instructor gave me an opportunity to talk about my book in front of the class, which was kind of nerve-wracking because, it's a mixed group. I have no idea what the political affiliations or the beliefs of the people in the group were. And it's a book that covers a lot of topics that are emotional issues and big topics. And it was really nice to get an opportunity to do that. And I figure anyone in the class is interested at this point. I mean, I told him where you can buy it on Amazon now. I told him I'd probably have later books. So my physical books in person, if you see me in person, I think my price is going to be $15. So it's going to be a little less than if you get it off Amazon. If you do get it off Amazon, I appreciate if you write a review, good or bad or indifferent, whatever it is. I'd love to hear what you think, and so would anyone considering purchasing it who can then read that review on there. So, I guess that's about it for now. You guys have a good night.